yo, fam, I'm very much excited. I'm very much thrilled to be talking to you about this and this today. So, thanks for rocking with me. Thanks for checking out this stream. My name is Michael O'Keefe, aka the Movie Mystic, host of Mystic and Severe on tkcufm.com. Just Google that. Sometimes when I'm doing these screen capture streams, I'll bring you to the site. I'll show you how to get it. Just Google it. Just Google it. I don't have a tab open. Don't feel like opening it up. Mystic and Severe with the fancy and sign. You know, when you press Shift 7. On CKCUFM. That's my show, my radio show. You can find lots of cool broadcasts about all kinds of marvelous stuff. I actually have a Severin interview coming up. I don't know if you know this, but Severin had a movie at South by Southwest, and, you know, I'll just leave it at that. You already know. I've interviewed David Gregory twice now, and Kayla Janess, and I don't know, who directed that South by Southwest Severin movie? I don't know. Maybe I talked to that person about it. I don't know. You're going to have to wait and see about that. Wait for further announcements on my social media handles. You can join the Facebook group Mystic and Severe on CKCUFM. And then, of course, you can find me on Twitter. I'm the movie_mystic. On Letterboxd, I'm Movie Mystic. And then on Instagram, I'm Movie Mystic 2021. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, what you're looking at right here is pretty exciting. And I gotta tell you, I actually knew that these two movies, Strike Commando 2, were coming to Blu Ray back in November. So this was announced, what was it, last month, right? So I sat on that secret for a matter of months. I didn't tell nobody that Strike Commando 2 were coming out. And I wanted to. I did a stream of Bruno Mattei, and I sort of hinted that I knew that some other movies were coming. And this is what it is, baby. They're like the biggest, like the most anticipated Severin Films released Blu Rays. That's the Severin Films released Blu Rays. Because, you know, I started getting really into Severin and Bruno Mattei and Claudia Fragazzo when they released Zombie 3, Zombie 4, and Shocking Dark, which is a great package. And, you know, I'm so stoked for this. I actually ordered this. I ordered all three movies. I don't even know if I've seen Strike Commando 2, bro. And I know I certainly haven't seen Invaders of the Last Gold. Yo, you gotta go to Severin for slipcovers like this. You can't get the nips on Amazon. I will say this. I ordered this, but I thought I would have had to just add $1 for free shipping. But it was like $1.25. So I was like, yo, it used to be $80 free Canadian shipping, but then they upped it quite substantially, which I wasn't thrilled by, but I did pay for it. I ordered a couple other things. I got the Monster Beach Party thing. I'm spacing the title. I think it's called Monster Horror Beach Party. I don't know. The 60s horror movie set in a beach that's not too horrific. It's more comedic. And then I also ordered Deep Blood, which is like Joe D'Amato's Cruel Jaws. It's his sharksploitation Jaws ripoff movie. So what I got coming in June, granted late June, June 22nd, shipped out. So you know, I'm gonna get that in July. Let's be real. What I have coming in July is like the ultimate summer package from Severin. Because like Strike Commando 2, and I imagine Invaders from Gold are like the fun, big Marvel movies for me. And then, you know, the Monster Beach Parties like Piranha 3D. and so is... no, I guess I would say Deep Blood and the Monster Beach Party movie are like both three double Ds for me. So I think I said when I saw Severin's June 2019 trailer that this was the ultimate movie summer event for me. It was Robo War, Night Killer, and The Beast in Heat. Anyways, Strike Commando is amazing. You got to see Strike Commando. It's the best movie with Rip Brown yelling in it that I can think of off the top of my head. Robo War is no joke, but Strike Commando is really incredible. I don't remember anything about Strike Commando 2, or I haven't seen it. And then this looks just amazing. So I'm going to run down these movies, the June 2021 movies, as well as the July movies, which were just announced this week. They changed it up at Severin. Like, they used to announce their slate like a month ahead of time. Now it's like 3 months ahead of the time. It's something to do with their new distributor. Anyways, carrying on, I'm going to read the write-up, then I'm going to go through some trailers. Alright. So, the June 2021 Blu Ray bundle includes Invaders of the Lost Gold, Blu Ray with exclusive slipcover. You gotta get the sexy slipcovers, man. They're so cool. And Strike Commando Blu Ray and Strike Commando 2 Blu Ray. Now, it's actually funny, when I was talking to David Gregory for like a split second before our interview about these releases, I asked if it was going to be like Killer Crocodile 1 and 2, and it would be like together in a slipcover. But he said no, and he didn't change his mind. Clearly, because you just get, like, as you can see, the standard Black Ray Severin Blu Rays package. So it's like whatever looking, and it's no CD. I wish there was a CD, like with Robo War, but hey, what can you do? You can't get it every time. All right, so Invaders of the Lost Gold. This is the movie I haven't seen, so let's party. Let's read this from producer Dick Randall, whose international trasher pieces, that's a great term, include Escape from Women's Prison, another Severin release, which I love. Well, okay. I like a lot of that. Love is a strong word. The Wild Wild World of James Mansfield. I would say I feel the same sentiments for that film that I do Escape from Women's Prison. And Pieces. Pieces is unbelievable. Okay, that's like top tier cinema right there. Top tier trasher piece. Comes perhaps the most notorious all-star Philippine production of the 80s. In the last days of World War II, a Japanese platoon is attacked by headhunters while attempting to hide millions in gold. 36 years later, a grizzled guide, one-time Academy Award nominee Stuart Whitman, is hired to lead an expedition, including Woody Strode. Ooh, come on, Woody Strode's in like every freaking 60s classic. He's not only in Spartacus, but also The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, Once Upon a Time in the West. What else? Oh, yeah, of course, I love him in Manhunt, or what else? Yeah, it's called Manhunt, aka The Italian Connection, the Fernando DeLeo movie. And then Harold Oddjob Cicada. That's funny. Well, obviously he's Oddjob, so, you know. A fat shout out to anyone who used to play GoldenEye in N64, and Oddjob was hard to kill. He was short. He was harder to shoot in the face. You know, let alone a body shot. You were like, if shout out to anyone who played this game, if you were Oddjob, you were kind of cheating in multiplayer. You kind of were cheating. And then Laura Emanuel Gemser. So yeah, start off Emanuel, porn star Laura Gemser, who I, you know, shout out to my porno people. I'm not a huge porno person, but I'm a little bit of a porno person. And I've only seen her in Severin Blu-ray pornos. So Emmanuel in the Last World, Emmanuel and the Cannibals, or whatever. What the hell? Why can't I remember the name of that movie? Emmanuel and the Last Cannibals, I think that's what it's called. And then Violence in a Woman's Prison. Both fun movies. I like them actually quite a lot. So yeah. Into a jungle inferno of greed, violence, nudity, murder, of course. Well, come on, what else? Edmund Burnham from Absurd, another wonderful Severin Films Blu-ray, and Jonas Barber from Dempsey and Makepeace. Okay, I don't know that, and I am excused for my time. Hey, it's cool that I know any of these things. Come on, give me a break. Co-star in this delicious piece of atrocity cake. This is Funkston. Directed by Alan Birkinshaw, Killer's Moon. also known as Horror Safari, now scanned in 2K for the first time ever. Well, that's exciting. And then you get this beautiful slipcover with Laura Gensler's nips. Seeing those nips on a slipcover, and dudes with guns is like whatever, but Laura Gensler's nips on a slipcover is a good time. Look at that. Come on! Don't you want that? Come on! It's a piece of art right there. Severin crushes it with the slipcovers. I prefer this. Like, it's totally ridiculous, but it's like a bit more focused, I guess, with the big gun. And these guys are like definitely background dudes, and this is cool too, but like Red Brown in the forefront, background dudes, spectacle, but like the big gun gives us some focus. Like double the double guns is a little too much for me. And I'm assuming this movie's not as good. Anyways. Poster art is an art. It really is storytelling. You think this isn't storytelling. It's storytelling, man. Marketing and storytelling. Unfortunately for you. Okay, so Strike Commando. 2 years before the deranged genius of Robo War and Shocking Dark, legitimately genius movies. Because think about it, Robo War is ripping off the Predator and RoboCop, and Shocking Dark is ripping off Alien and Terminator in the same freaking movie. Come on, that's pretty great when you're working with a shoestring budget to hit two birds with one stone, huh? Anyways, 2 years before the deranged genius of those two movies, writer and director and visionary and Nobel Peace Prize winner, or someone who was robbed of the Nobel Peace Prize, Bruno Mattei, and co-writers Claudio Fragasso and Rosella Drudi borrowed from Rambo First Blood Part 2, Missing in Action, and more to create their own mind-blowing non-exploitation masterpiece. Red Brown from Uncommon Valor. No shit, man. I didn't know he was in that movie. I've seen that movie. It's a Gene Hackman movie, and it's just like decent. But I don't remember seeing him in it. Granted, I was in the best place when I saw that movie. Anyways, he stars Red Brown, the great Red Brown. If you don't know Red Brown, you really should watch his movies. Get your hands on, Robo War. He's not in Shocking Dark, but Strike Commando, Your Hunter from the Future. Come on, unbelievable stuff. He's a one-man war machine on a screaming for vengeance mission against brutal Viet Cong, merciless Russians, double-crossing U.S. officers, and acres of bullet-blasted Philippines jungle. Christopher Conley, Raiders of Atlantis, which apparently that movie is coming out on Severin. It's Rio Deodato, the Cannibal Holocaust dude. Severin point. Luciano Picozzi, from All the Colors of the Dark. I know the Severin film. They're doing a very good job of tying in their other releases. And Jim's Gang, Island of the Living Dead. Okay. Co-star in this exploding bamboo gun tower of a Mattei magic at its finest. Now mastered in 2K from the original negative for the first time. So this one's got a couple more interviews. Oh yeah, it's got a different cut too. That's crazy. The extended cut I'm excited for. I don't know what to do. Which one to watch first, the theatrical or the extended? I think I'm going to contain myself and go theatrical, and then get my mind blown with the extended cut, I'm sure. And then we got an interview with the great Claudio Fragasso, and then Rosella Drudi, separate interviews. It's too bad they used to have these interviews together on their couch with the domestic cat. It was a cat that would hop in and out, and the cat died. It was actually a thing on Twitter for a day. Anyways, and then you got a Strike Commando in production promo and a trailer. Beautiful. Okay. The second cut is something I'm very excited to buy. And I'm just thrilled to own this. to be a future owner of this. And Strike Commando 2, I'm excited to own this too. Director Bruno Mattei and screenwriters Claudio Fragasso and Rosella Drudy returned to the Philippines jungle with a higher budget, bigger action, and Richard Harris. Yes, that Richard Harris for a crowd pleaser that shamelessly borrows from Apocalypse Now, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Rambo, and beyond. This time, Sergeant Mike Ransom, Brent Huff of Gwendolyn fame. Oh shit, man. Wait, it's not... Wait, you telling me it's not Red Brown? This is Brent Huff, not Red Brown? That looks like Red Brown to me. Am I going insane? Are these two men not the same? Wait. Let me see this. This time Sergeant Mark Ransom battles the KGB, rogue CIA agents, an army of ninjas, a tough bar owner, Miss World 1977 Mary Stavin, and all-time stuntman craziness and explosions that you can cram into 90 minutes. Mel Davidson and Vic Diaz co-star in this slow-motion machine gun of Mattei mayhem that's just as insane as his predecessor. Okay. Goddamn. Shit, man. So you have a different Mike Ransom. This one. That's weird. That's very strange. I love Gwendolyn, but, Brent Huff is awesome. But, come on. This is a Red Brown movie. Should be. Anyways, Brent Huff talks about it on this Blu Ray, as is Claudio Fragasso. And that's exciting. So I've got the trailers for all three of these movies. And then I have other trailers for Strike Commando and Strike Commando 2. So let's just, let's peep it, man. YouTube, I have permission to play this. Don't censor me! Nice. Yep. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, so excited. Good lo-fi edits. Okay.
That's pretty frightening.
Yep. It'd be so cool to have this soundtrack. Yes.
We haven't quite cancelled the war out of here yet.
Wow. Because of both movies. Very, very exciting.
Facciamo una ventina di acrobati che facevano le cose che gli acrobati italiani si sognano.
Claudio Fragasso sounds like how a man should sound.
E Bruno diceva, metti la cassetta, io faccio così, copia la scena, copia pure il dialogo e io...
I can mess up a line. He's like, fantastic, we move on. Well, we might want to do it one more time.
Brilliant!
Nice. Nice. Very exciting. I do love Filipino stuff. I bought from Severin the Blood Island movies box set, as well as Hemisphere Horrors box set. Oh wow, what a great cast!
Most of the actors and most of the technical crew had all worked on Apocalypse Now, so they all knew all about movie making. And I suppose we were probably the next film to be shot in that area. Most of the river scenes in Apocalypse Now were shot in the same river that we were using.
They said it about Blood Island too. Eddie Romero was a director of the Blood Island movies that Severin put out, and he was a location scouter on Apocalypse Now, and then he just used it for his own horror movies, those spots. So that's exciting. I'm amazed I didn't clue in that Brent Huff is like the new Red Brown and Strike Commando 2. So Strike Commando is definitely the movie that I'm excited to own. The most excited to own of the 5 movies that I ordered coming in June. So let's peep the trailer.
Major. This Ransom.
Is he really that good?
There's no one who can touch him in your whole damned army.
Wow. How cruel. War is hell. Great cuts. Again, the man should have an Oscar for yelling. He does it with good rhythm, man. In like a bad movie way. There's like great timing. Wow. Nice. It looks great on Blu Ray, man. I've only seen YouTube rips. Or, you know, like DVDs quality. This is great. Oh. My head hurts just seeing that. Headbutts are the worst. That's made for everybody. The man has... Oh, no. We don't want this. The man has timing. The man has timing. The man can yell. You cannot say the man can't yell. Okay, so Strike Commando 2. Brent Huff. God damn, man. Gwendolyn's amazing. I reviewed it on Mystic and Severe in like January or February. Definitely January. So check out my review for Gwendolyn on Letterboxd. Remember the movie Mystic? Brent Huff? He's like, if Red Brown is in the Sean Connery, the circuit of the Brent Huff is in the Roger Moore. Oh my god! I feel like he's just acting worse. Like he's trying to act stupid. Red Brown sort of does the macho guy thing and same thing. Brent Huff is really trying for sure. I've seen Brent Huff in interviews, and I feel like how he acts in Gwendolyn is more truly instinctive. This is more of a performance. He's acting like Red Brown. That's what he's doing. He's playing it like Red Brown. He's a beefy guy, but he's not as beefy as Red Brown. He's more sensitive.
Back up, one step at a time.
Wow. Got in. This feels much less inspired to me. Just trailer-wise. I'd be surprised if this is better than the Circuit. If I ended up liking it. And I'll watch all 4 cuts before I, say anything definite. I'm just saying.
I said you smelled like trouble, but this is ridiculous.
She sounds more like Red Brown than he does. Tabola de Barluca. Richard Harris. Nice. The excessive explosions are great. this one. Legitimately excited still to watch this. Okay. Wow. And as for Invaders of the Lost Gold, I couldn't find a trailer for that. So, sorry guys. Okay. So, moving on to the second part of our stream. July 2021. Skin Deep, Born for Hell, and Siege. So, I haven't seen any of these movies, bruv. I've seen none of them. So, I have not ordered this yet. I have not been persuaded. The one I would go for is Siege right now. But that hasn't been determined yet either, man. I haven't decided. I might just wait for the sale, like a Black Friday sale or halfway to Black Friday sale, to pull the trigger and go for it. Never say never. I could order it ahead of time because $79 for 3 movies is cool, but I would have to get like at least 2 more, and I don't know. Like the halfway to Black Friday sale is coming. I imagine it's in June. I don't know. I didn't listen to Severin Films' latest podcast. I know they talk about the fact that they're doing another halfway to Black Friday sale. I know last year was horrible for people. The site crashed. It was anarchy. And Severin just had the worst time during that. They had to take orders emailed, and lots of feelings got hurt all the way around. I'm gonna be hated for this. On the halfway to Black Friday sale, when the site crashed the next day, and they told me and then they announced, rather, they didn't tell me directly, when they announced when it was going to go live the next day, I got on, I knew exactly what I wanted. Within 5 minutes, my order was in. I didn't have to email anything. I had little to no drama compared to other people. And I certainly didn't make angry comments on the Facebook page. I saw a lot of those too. And it's I sympathize with those people to an extent, but also it's it's a sale for Blu Rays, man. Relax. You don't have to write these exit letters, or apparently there were death threats. That's not cool. That is not cool. I mean, I love me some Blu Rays too, but a Blu Ray is just a Blu Ray. It's just entertainment, man. Settle down. Anyways, that's a separate note. I didn't know I was going to say all that. But anyways, so let's look at these Blu-rays. We've got Siege from co-directors Paul Donovan and Maura O'Connell from DEFCON 4. They did DEFCON 4. And that's amazing. Because DEFCON 4 was composed by Christopher Young, my pal, who went on to do movies like Hellraiser, Spider-Man 3, Dragging Me to Hell, the latest Pet Sematary. So that's funny. He did do Roger Corman stuff though. DEFCON 4 being one of them. So anyways, they come with one of the most disturbing and rarely seen Canadian shockers of the 80s. Like I said, this is my most 4 movie of the 3 so far. Inspired by the actual 42-day Halifax police strike, when a local group of right-wing vigilantes massacres the patrons of a gay bar. That's not very nice. The sole survivor seeks refuge in a nearby apartment building, whose residents must now defend themselves in a night of hate, terror, and bloodshed. Doug Lennox from Breaking Point and Tom Nardini, Cat Ballou, Jack Blum from Happy Birthday to Me. That's a good movie. And Keith Knight from My Bloody Valentine. That's a great movie, starring this dark and intense thriller, still uncomfortably relevant 35 years after it was made. Released in the U.S. as Self-Defense, and then it's a 2K scale, whatever. Discovered in the Nova Scotia Archive. Well, wow. So you got 2 cuts. That's great. This is an extended cut. That's great. I actually like the extended cuts more than just deleted scenes. You gotta watch the movie twice. I don't mind. You get a trailer, you get a cool slipcover. It is a cool slipcover. Let's go back to that. I like that slipcover. There was a really great meme, though. I don't want to go on Facebook, but Siege Blu-ray. So, where's the meme? So this is what it looks like standard on DVD or Blu-ray. Blu-ray meme. Let's see if I can find it. That's too bad. I can't find it. And I'm not going on Facebook, sorry. Anyways. That was a swing and a miss, and that's okay. So then we got Born for Hell, aka Naked Massacre. In 1976, Montreal filmmaker. Oh, cool. Denis Harreau, feature director of The Uncanny. Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. The Uncanny is like a horror anthology with Peter Cushing's. I didn't know he directed that. I didn't know a Canadian directed that. An Oscar-nominated producer of Atlantic City adapted the true story of Chicago mass murderer Richard Speck to war-torn Belfast, where a discerned Vietnam vet drifter Mathieu Carrier of Malpertuis and Bill T. fame. Sorry, this is brutalizes the next word. I brutalized that pronunciation. He brutalizes a dorm full of student nurses. Re-edited by its video distributor and released as Naked Massacre, Harrow's harrowing director's cut has remained unseen in America until now. Deborah Berger from The Inglourious Basterds. That's not the Tarantino movie. That's the Enzo Castellari Italian macaroni combat movie. Lenora Fanny from Giallo in Venice. Hilarious movie. I own that on Blu-ray. Great movie. Christine Boisson from Emmanuel. Ile Galani from Baba Yaga. And Carol Laurie from Sweet Movie co-star in this uncompromising and unfathomably grim work of arts. And it's in 2K discovered from the National Archives of Canada. That's pretty cool. Okay, I didn't realize that they were going all in with CanCon in July. I'm starting to get a little bit more interested in maybe pulling the trigger on these releases. Anywho, you get an interview with the actor Mathieu Carrier on the Blu-ray. Nightmare in Chicago. Remembering the Richard Speck crime spree with local filmmakers John McNaughton and Gary Sherman. A new kind of crime, the Richard Speck story with Once Upon a Crime. That's funny. Podcaster Esther Ludlow. Bombing here, shooting there. Video essay by filmmaker Chris O'Neill. Artist Jack Coleman on Speck. And, the U.S. video release cut. That's pretty cool. I'm going to have to watch this film again, which I will do with you guys very soon. Okay, now Skin Deep. So this is like a new-ish movie, 2004. You know, it's not the 80s, man. 2004. His mind-blowing work as an FX artist has included everything from Frank Henenlotter's Brain Damage and Frankenhooker. Frankenhooker. To Matthew Barney's Cremaster Cycle. And for his 2004 debut as writer, producer, director, Gabe Bartalos created this demented gift from B-movie gods. About a rural clan of psychotic freaks, the killing spree that takes us places and shows things we've never seen before, and the final girl that may be their depraved undoing. Warwick Davis, I knew that was it with the trailer, and Jason Dougherty from St. Bernard. An interesting movies ever put out. Start with an appearance by Phantom legend Forrest J. Ackerman in this brutal, bloody, forgotten masterpiece. Featuring music by Captain Sensible. Sensible of the Dance. Featuring music by Captain Sensible of the Dance. It's just, I tripped up. That was a funny name. And yeah, it's a 2K. It's got a CD, which is cool. Okay. So, And then we got some stuff, some features. Deep Cuts, a look back on Skim Deep with the writer, producer, director Gabe Bartalos, actor Jade Dugry, and Carolyn Brandit, and weapons machinist Jake Lee. You got a commentary track. I think it's the only... Is this the only one here with a commentary track? Yeah. It's actually... Of the 6 movies, it's the only one with a commentary track. Okay. You got the archival making of featurette, the trailer, and the CD soundtrack. So this is like the most in-depth Blu-ray of the 6. 2,000 units only. So keep that in mind. These things go fast. So I'm watching this for the second time. Okay.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
Okay. Nice. On the Black Friday sale, you may know everything was like a movie from the past 20 years.
Like
except for like
films,
one movie.
there is the tree, the trunk that has to stabilize it. But
so
I kind
they're
of
doing that
find
more
I'm
and more these
interested
days.
in these branches.
And I'm running through people, and people are screaming, and I don't know what to do. So I start saying like, "Coming through, naked man. Sorry, I'm just trying to be like, nobody think that I'm."
What do you say? Looks like fun. This is like the grimmest of the 6.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
There's no reason to be frightened. See? Born for hell.
This is 3 years before the Manson murders. America, I believe, at the time was still relatively unaware of this type of violence.
Richard Speck, he probably would normally be a serial killer, but for the fact he committed these murders all in one night.
Richard Speck is sought tonight for the murder of those 8 student nurses in Chicago.
It freaked me out because I'd always been obsessed with serial killers.
You know, there's a lot of murder in the city of Chicago.
Serial killers movies are cool.
Certainly, but not like that.
My father was a psychiatrist. He said it might be interesting to play that.
Mm-hmm.
To look at the other side of the mirror.
Get out of my house now, or I'm gonna put a hole in your head just big enough for your tiny brain.
Anybody who touches the doorknob.
Oh man, I might have to pull the trigger on this one.
It's a nice day.
Not for you.
Nice. Oh, I want more from Siege. Oh. That's a hot piece of music right there. Man, I was grooving to that. So I have... Oh my god, this is great. So I have 2 trailers. I couldn't get the one for Born for Hell. Couldn't find it. Not on YouTube. But I've got a trailer for Skin Deep and Siege. And then I'm going to say peace, man. So let's party with this.
From the special effects creator of Leprechaun, Gabe Bartalos, comes a new icon of terror. They came to the country for peace and quiet.
My family and I were out on a little vacation. One of our tires.
That's pretty fun.
My house is right across the street.
You people are really so nice out here.
But in this town, nothing.
And I do like... I don't want to be like an 70s, 80s snob. I haven't ordered any like contemporary movies like for the last like millennium off Severin, but maybe I should stop that policy.
Pray for your soul.
I think I'll probably like wait for all these. I might like try getting family portraits on the halfway to Black Friday sale, and then see how that went down. I don't even know if that movie's still available, but I will try it. I'll get like one, and maybe we'll go for this one day. Siege is like the one I really want of the July ones. This is nuts though. Like, come on, there's a lot of gore. It's punk rock. It's anti-establishment. It's fun.
Featuring the music of Captain Sensible from the hit TV show The Young Ones.
I love CDs, man. I love CDs.
Surgeon General, Octo Baby, The Brain, and featuring the star of Harry Potter and Willow, Warwick Davis as Plates.
Bro, I didn't know Warwick was in Harry Potter.
Skin deep. Obey your fears.
Alright. So there we go. We got that. Oops. Let's get out of here. Now we can end the stream on the best note. The best note possible. The Siege trailer. So I'm stoked. Let's get in.
A police strike paralyzes an entire city and unleashes a violent new order. Suddenly, every citizen must arm and protect themselves.
What do we got to defend ourselves with?
The attackers have every kind of weapon. The innocent defenders have only their courage and their cunning to survive the siege.
Why couldn't this be on Severin? This Severin being seen. I get kind of like a Escape from New York Assault on Precinct 13 John Carpenter vibe. Exploitation style. I love exploitation.
Siege. Today,
and I would love to have this on Blu Ray, man.
Yours.
Okay. That's it. That was fun. So, what time is it, man? Lots of fun. These trailers were great. It was fun to talk about the July as well as June Severin movies. Please sub to this channel. Please follow me on my socials, which is I'm like the Movie Mystic everywhere. I'm Movie Mystic on Letterboxd, Twitter, Movie Mystic 2021 on Instagram, and then Mystic and Severe on CKCUFM on Facebook. And then you can find the show Mystic and Severe on CKCUFM.com, or you can just type in Mystic and Severe CKCUFM on Google. You'll find it there. And please sub to this channel. I have a lot of fun doing these streams. It's like every Sunday I talk about either Blu Rays or just upcoming Blu Rays or DVDs of artists that I love, respect, and admire, and aspire to be like. So, it's cream of the crop stuff that we're talking about. Severin's amazing. I love the work they do. I will keep doing streams about their content because, I'm a consumer, man. I'm a consumer of this stuff. Look at their site. Look at this. What's great is you can get the bundles. The July and June are right there. You can buy them individually. And then you can also get, the April, and I think, what else? Is the March one there too? Other bundles are available still from like March. They haven't sold out, so they're still out there. March, I think it's September over here. How far back does it go? I guess it's, that's a lot. Okay. Look at all these movies. I'm curious to know, is Family Portraits still available? I brought that up in the stream. Might as well close with that. Come on. Give me the good news. Looks like it's in stock. And that's good news. This is me being a fan, man. Alright, guys. Thanks for rocking with me. Stay tuned for the next Mystic and Severe, which is a broadcast called Mondo Movie Mysticism. It'll be on Wednesday night, technically Thursday, but Wednesday night at midnight to 2 a.m. I've got Berlinale interviews and other cool stuff. The composer of the Netflix movie Concrete Cowboy. I'm having lots of fun doing this. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. It's been a blast. That being said, I'm going to finish watching a movie. I'm watching Deja Diabolic right now. Have you seen Deja Diabolic? It's not a Severin movie. It's Shout Factory. But, okay. Time to watch a movie. I've got nothing else to say. I talked for long enough. Be well.